Hi. In Michigan, there are 500,000 endorsed motorcyclists. In 2017, there was 495,410 male endorsed riders and 69,438 female endorsed riders. Today, I'll be talking to you about how motorcycle helmets should always be worn while riding. Why is there a need for motorcycle helmets? Motorcycle helmets are always a good idea. They are one of the oldest forms of protective equipment on Earth, having been worn since the 23rd century BC all the way to the 17th century BC and beyond. Even then, we knew how important and fragile our brains were. Riding without a helmet is never a good idea because helmets are about 37% effective in preventing motorcycle deaths and about 67% effective in preventing brain injuries. In 2012, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimated 1,699 lives were saved because they chose to wear a helmet. From 2008 to 2010, there were 14,283 motorcyclist fatalities in the United States. And of those 14,283, 6,057 or 42% of those died while not wearing a helmet. It's important for motorcyclists to understand the risk of riding without a helmet. Riding without a helmet puts the rider at a huge risk for suffering traumatic brain injuries in the case of an accident. While yes, it is freeing to ride without a helmet, the risk definitely outweighs the reward. You may ask, how do we fix the problem with people not using helmets and the risk of death? Leaving helmet usage up to individuals is simply not an effective way to encourage helmet usage. Statistics have shown that potential helmet laws are not very different from having no helmet laws at all. Partial helmet laws apply to only a certain age group, which is 21 and up, and they have to have a certain amount of insurance, which is $20,000. They have to. It is difficult to enforce this part of the requirement because police officers would have to pull over every helmetless rider and check their age, which would take up too much time for other pressing matters. The numbers do not lie. Helmets do save lives. Helmets give motorcyclists so much needed extra protection. In addition to saving lives, it also saves money. In 2010, the United States saved $3 billion because of helmet usage and could have saved $1.4 billion more if more people had been wearing helmets. The average medical bill resulting from an accident with a helmetless motorcyclist is $310,000. If we change the law back to 2012, when we had to wear a helmet, we could save more lives and more money. Motorcycle accidents are no joke, and can come with serious health issues after the fact. Motorcycle accidents without helmets are often a very gruesome sight. They often end up in death or with traumatic brain injuries. There are many different types of traumatic brain injuries. For example, concussions, cerebral contusions, cerebroconturcope injury, epidermal hematoma, and subdermal hematoma. The most common with motorcycle helmetless traumatic brain injuries is epidermal hematoma, which is a bleed inside the brain that happens when the middle meningeal artery is torn. It is often missed because symptoms do not show up immediately. This happens when you fall from a motorcycle and strike the side of your head, often called the temple. The most serious traumatic brain injury is the subdural hematoma, and this is a rupture of multiple blood vessels inside the brain. This rupture requires severe trauma, like being thrown from your motorcycle and striking another object, such as a car or a truck. The prognosis of surviving this is really poor. But with wearing a helmet, your chances of serious injury is cut down tremendously. Whenever I ride my motorcycle, I always wear my helmet. I do not want to be another statistic number. There are around 500,000 motorcyclists in Michigan, and if we can persuade any of the helmetless riders to put a helmet on, we could be saving their life and also be saving the motorcyclist and ourselves money by not having our insurance go up. Remember, helmets are 67% more likely to prevent a brain injury and 37% more effective in preventing motorcycle deaths. Thank you very much. Have a great night.